Good morning, internet, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so it is the 3rd of October. It's Tuesday morning and it's just stopped raining. But that's nothing to do with today because I'm not going out. Right, today. So everybody knows that I am an absolutely, I love Royal Enfield, and I defend them. I think the stuff they make is absolutely beautiful. My bike, which is the Himalayan, excellent. I've just been away on it, as you all know if you follow me. I don't think I could say anything bad right now about the Royal Enfield range. But of course, again, that's my personal opinion. My bike does what I want it to do. But I have got one hate of my bike. I really have, right? I remember the day I walked into the showroom to pick it up. And I don't know why when I actually went to order it, I didn't clock this. But I always remember when I went to pick it up, I walked up to it and there it was in the middle of the showroom, in all its glory, with all its boxes on, ready to rock and roll. And I looked at it and the one thing, instead of it saying to me, oh, hello, this is your new bike, and you're all happy, the one thing that leapt out to me was that horrible brown seat. Why would you put, Royal Enfield, why would you put a brown seat? Why would you do that, Anyway, okay, so the brown seat. Now, so I looked at a cover. You can get these covers. Personally, if you're like me, who's a clumsy sod, getting on and off the bike, especially when it's loaded up with luggage, and you have to hop off with one foot, and it's 66 years old, and not the lightest thing on the planet, hopping isn't the best ability that I've had in life. And so you catch your heel across the seat, and before you know it, the seat cover that you've paid this stupid amount of money for a bit of cloth, is ripped. And I thought to myself, that's not going to happen. So the obvious solution, if you're really unhappy with the colour of the seat, is to have it recovered. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fake leather, vinyl, whatever you want to call it, stretched round, pinned underneath, with the staples, and that's it. There's 101 places that you can get it done. And I thought to myself, okay, I can get that. I could probably I could probably do it myself if I really put my mind to it. The only thing is, I think if I did it, I'd have bits and ribbles and creases and oh my God, and it would be like sitting on, well, I don't know. So I thought, that's probably not happening. So if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to get it recovered, I'm going to take it, and get it professionally done, right? But then I saw this. You can spray them. There's actually spray that's made for vinyl seats or leather seats. A lot of these, when they're doing up the old vintage cars and that sort of stuff, and they use this. Okay, so this is it. Yeah, this is it. Motip leather and vinyl paint. Yeah. Now, I've actually done a bit of research on this because, I think that we all think to ourselves, if you spray it with this and sit in it a few times, it's all going to crack and peel off and it'll look a right mess. But apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently, this is good for our dainty little backsides to wallop down on the seat for a good 5 years, so they say. And of course, depends on how much you're going to use it, doesn't it? And again, it depends on what usage you're going to use it for. So, or again, what clothes you're going to wear, there's all different. But at the end of the day, this cost me €9.72. And I believe that you can get this from most automotive places. I got this off the internet. And so, yeah. I mean, cheap as chips. Now, I'm going to spray it. If it doesn't work, then I've really lost nothing because I'll cover it anyway because I don't like the brown seat. So that's it, right? So but doing it right, let's give it half a chance. So basically, one has to shake this well for 2 minutes, it says, to mix well, to make sure that all the bits and pieces in this paint that enables it to stick to the vinyl are all mixed up. Also, if it's a bit chilly, put in a little bit of warm water. Don't boil it, put in a little bit of warm water. So, oops, that. Right, so now, what I'm going to do is, obviously the most important thing is the seat. Now, the seat's got to be clean, obviously. Now, my seat's pretty clean. I mean, you know, well, it is clean as far as I'm concerned. But I have got a bit of degreaser, right, which I'm going to spray over. And then I'm going to wash it down with some soap and water. And then I'm going to let it dry, okay? Now, you don't want to watch me standing here washing the seat down and huffing and puffing to dry it. But it's got to be done properly and it's got to be dry. So I'm going to switch you all off now and I'm going to take the seat off. I'm going to clean the seat and I'm going to leave it here to dry, possibly till this afternoon, you know, or certainly a bit while I get on with my bathroom refurbishment, which I'm also doing at the same time. Right, okay, so I will catch you later. See you in a bit. Okay, and welcome back. Right, now, so the seats, as you can see, let's just show you, sort of didn't want to get everything covered underneath, so bit of a primitive tape job, but it does the job, right? Now these seats have been cleaned with degreasant, then washed down with soapy water, then an alcohol wipe, both of them, right? Here's the other one, again. Okay, now the paint has been, I've shook it for 2 minutes and it's in warm water, so hopefully it's basically ready to go. Now I've covered the bike up with a sheet because you do get a little bit of a overspray. Now I don't know what this is going to turn out like, you know. This is one way, this could either go good or bad. So, like I said, I've shook this for 2 minutes. So I'm going to shake it for another minute while we're talking. And I'm going to sort of tip this down a bit here. And sort of bring it in a little bit there. So hopefully you can see. Now, obviously the idea of this is to build this up in very small coats, yeah? I'd like to think anyway. Okay, so that's over me. So that's like, let's give it a good shake, yeah? Right then. So basically, it's now or never, as Elvis said. But I don't worry, I'm not going to try and sing it. Right, so let's just have a. Okay, has this got a lock on it or something? Ah! I've bought a tip. This is why it was cheap. It doesn't work. Hold on a sec. I just need to like. Okay. So I'm presuming that this has got some sort of. Okay, it has. Must have a lock guard on under here. So, right, bear with me. One needs a screwdriver. Look at this, eh? There I was, built up, all ready to go. And all of a sudden, it all went, the bubble was burst. Right. Mind you, good idea to put one of these on. Saves people spraying them in the shop, I suppose. Or it going off when you don't want it to. Oops, I don't want to be facing it to my eyes though. Hang on, because that doesn't. Hold on. Okay, right. Okay, bit of a temporary hitch, but here we go. Right. Let's see how we do. Well, you know what? That is a quick coat, yeah. And do you know what? I'm pretty impressed so far. I need a light on, but you know what? Eh? That already looks pretty pretty black. Okay, so let's look. Let's take you round. Yeah, look at that, eh? Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm pretty impressed with this. I mean, the video, the tutorial video that's on their site. Basic, I mean, and of course, let's face it, this is black on dark brown, so, you know, look at that. Hey, do you know what? I'm pretty impressed. Hey, I really am. Now, they sort of built it up quite quickly. Oh, do you know what? I love the smell. Maybe not breathe too much though. The wife's on early today. She'll come home and I'll be like, hey! Right, so you can see it sort of drying, and it is nothing you can't fix, it says on the tin, eh? I'm not too sure. Fast drying elastic vinyl spray to make your seats look fresh and new. Artificial leather or vinyl. Okay. I am pretty impressed, I really am. Huh? You can see sort of where it's drying. Huh? It dries pretty quick as well. I mean, there's no heat in this garage, so, you know. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, you know, you can, if you look at this now, you can see where it's all nicely drying off. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give this another coat. And I mean, I'm looking at this. And this is covered absolutely perfectly, you know. I'm just going to wait till, I mean, all this around this area is dry, and it's drying off on the top. So I'm going to wait till all that's dry here, which it's virtually gone. But then what I'm going to do when the two seats are actually sprayed. I'm going to leave them off the bike overnight, yeah, to absolutely dry perfectly. But I've got to be honest and say, I'm pretty impressed. Now, obviously, it's going to be the test of time, isn't it, you know? It's going to be the test of time. Whether I'm going to sit on it. Actually, I'm just going to turn you up here while I'm babbling away, because it's not quite dry yet. You know, I mean, it says 5 years, you know. I don't know if it says it on the actual tin. What does it say on the tin? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say. But yeah. Okay, but yeah. So this is virtual. Now this sort of dries with a slight sheen, you know. It's not a gloss. I mean, a gloss would look stupid, wouldn't it? But this dries like a motorcycle seat should look like, in my opinion. Just got a slightly bit there, which is going. And do you know what? I think with 2 coats, this is actually gonna be the dog's doodahs. I really do. there's not many things that I've never tried before that I do and I think, wow. But hey, if ever there was a wowzer, this could be it, eh? So people, if you don't like the colour of your seat, or you know what, if you, they do this in all colours, yeah? Literally, you have a vast amount of colours to choose from. So, I'll tell you what, the sky is the limit really, isn't it? If you don't want a black seat or a brown seat, you want something psychedelically beautiful, hey ho, there you go. I reckon you could, oh, blimey. I know I don't have to keep shaking this, but I'm a great believer that, and no funny comments please, eh? Keep them clean, eh? Right, just the slightest little bit there, and then we're going to whack it round again, and then you know what, that's this done. This then can sit there, well not exactly there because I'll move it across there, overnight. Right, okay, just give the nozzle a quick spray. Okay, right, here we go, ready for round two. I'm just going to whack it down a minute. There you go. Right, and off we go. You know what? I hope I got enough left for this one. Okay, so all joking apart, of course I have, he says, of course I have. Right, I need to put this, I need to sit that in a minute when it's dry, because I'm not going to try and move it now, because I know if I move it now, I'm going to just, it's going to fall off in it. And then it's going to be one of them, oh my God, what have I done to it? So, you know what, I am pretty impressed. I know I keep saying this, but, you know, sorted. Okay, oh, dearie me. Right, I need to just find something to support it over here. Mind you, I wonder if it could sit in that. It needs a little bit of a support to go there. Come on, Cole, get your act together, mate. Yeah, that'll do, eh? Stand it on a painting, that, eh? Sorted. Right, so I'm going to put that here, like that. And then very carefully, I'm going to lift this one up like that. Look at that, I mean, oh. Right, and I'm going to sit this one down here like that. Okay. And then we'll get the actual seat. Do you know what? I think I'm going to open the door. That's better. Dearie me. Wasn't so bad the first time, but the second time round, I think I'll probably shut it when I'm actually spraying. But yeah. Okay. Now, I'm just hoping, I should have enough, I think. I would think so. Yeah, oops. Just blow a bit of fresh air in. Maybe just shut it a little bit there. There we go. Okay. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, that looks superb. It really does. Now, I don't know if this helps at all. I'm sure it might, but years ago, I used to be a paint sprayer, you know. So, I don't know, but it's not exactly, it's pretty simple, you know. Okay, look, you know, I really am impressed with the way that this covers. Right, I tell you what, while that's drying there, I'm going to take you across here, look. And, hey, look at that. Just look at that. I know it doesn't show it up absolutely brilliantly there, but, you know, I just think it's great. I do, honestly. Huh? I really do. I really think that this stuff is, yeah, excellent. Huh? Now, there's going to be enough here to finish this. So, yeah. So, I nearly bought 2 of these because there's nothing worse. Is that, I mean, it would have been a disaster. It took about 3 days to get here. In fact, the place where I got it from is in Campere, which is our local towny thing. I actually went there first of all to buy it, but strangely, they had it all out, you know, except this particular one. And the guy says, "Oh no, that's mail order only." Well, over the internet, he said only. Why? But still, okay, never mind. So, but I nearly bought 2, and then I thought to myself, no, you know what? Hey, it'll be okay. One will do it, and yeah, so one does do it. So, you know, it cost me £9.70 something. I think 60, 70. I can't remember now. Say €10 we'll say, shall we? And €3 for the post. So, €13. Yeah, and I've changed my seats from that horrible brown. It wouldn't have been so bad if it was like a tanny brown, you know. I believe I'm not sure, maybe it's the classic 350, I think. They do a tanny brown coloured seat. And I can live with that, sort of. But that was just, it really was. The only dislike of my Himalayan, I've got to open the door, Jesus, I think I'll shut this door as well. Like I said, don't want the wife coming home. The whole house does stink at the moment, but still, never mind. That seems to be drying out okay. I mean, I suppose if it dries completely and maybe there's a little bit you could whiz it over again, you know. I think you've got to give it maybe an hour or 2 now to sort of dry properly all over, and then come back and say, am I going to give it another flick over? I mean, the first coat, it dried very evenly. I'm just looking at this one that I've done across there. I don't know, I don't think the GoPro will show it up from here, or even if it's as the lights sort of catch it. Now it's difficult, but there again, light does play a lot of tricks, yeah. But still, I'm just going to wait for this one to which is nearly done it, and then we'll give this the second coat, and then that's it. Then I'm going to switch you off, and then it's either going to be a bit later, right, I'm going to give them a quick blast over again flat, or it's going to be finish this video off tomorrow morning when they're back on the bike. Yeah, that's it. Nearly there with this one. It just it's all, if it's strange, the same as this one. It's always this corner here that seems to take the long. Still, never mind. Get back to the old shake, rattle and roll again. Oh, you think about it, you know, paint's like oil, isn't it? You know, I mean, I've said this before, I'm old school when it comes to oil. You know, I mean, I grew up in the days of Castrol GTX, you know, so changing your oil was, wow, it was like, but oil now is so refined, especially, you know, the fully synthetic, that there's no need to do it so often. It's unfortunately, you know, a lot of people my age, we're used to do it, and it's a hard thing to break. But it's like paint, isn't it? You know, I mean, years ago, paint was paint. You know, you painted wood and steel with it, and that was about it. These days, there's a paint for everything. You know, so to be fair, doubting this is only because I'm just an old dodger who doesn't move on with technology. Well, not with everything anyway. So, yeah, you know, it will be interesting to see what we'll see. And I do believe, looking at that one across there now, as the light's coming in, it is actually drying. So maybe it's not going to need that second coat. Maybe it will be worth keeping this. Do you know what I mean? We will see. Right. Okay, so we're nearly there. There's just the slightest little bit up in that corner, and then we'll give it a damn good spray again. I mean, that has dried perfectly, the first coat, so maybe the second coat just takes longer to sort of settle itself out, yeah? Nearly there. Not quite, a couple of seconds more. Okay, I reckon that's going to be about it. So let's get you back turned around again. Okay. And here we go again, yeah? Spray there. Well, that's just charming. A moth. Oh, I don't know. Right, do you know what? I reckon that's it, folks. Aye, 2 coats, and I've got a bit to spare should I feel the need. But look, that one's looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to stand you up for a minute so you can see me again, which I'm sure you missed terribly. Right, so there you go. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Let's face it, it's not. Doing it is, you know, is easy, isn't it? Making sure it's clean. And yeah, so if it works, if it lasts, I mean, to be honest with you, if it lasted 2 years, you know, and then you got a few cracks, then you just do it again, don't you? You know, apparently this paint, so it says, if you've got vinyl that's cracked anyway and you just want to refurb it, this is the paint to use, so they say. So, you know, if it does 2 years, I'll be happy, you know, at the sort of price that it's cost me. And I get a black seat, which is what it should have come out the factory with in the first place, I think. But never mind. I'm sure, once again, Royal Enfield aren't going to say, Cole, mate, do you know what? just for you, we're going to make our seats black. Right, I'm going to switch. Well, I'm going to go and have some dinner now because it's 12:30, nearly. Yep, nearly. And let's have a look after dinner. We'll get them side by side up here in the light. Let's see how they've dried. Okay, catch you in a bit. Welcome back. Now, it's been over half an hour. So that's me fed and watered. Happy bunny that I am. Now, I've put these two on here. I'm going to show you now. Now, I'm hoping, hang on, let's just put the light on because I know the light doesn't make a huge difference. But do you know what? I'm going to try and get you up. I mean, look, I'm just hoping that the GoPro is picking this up because, do you know what? I am so pleased with the result of this. Hey, look at this. You know, they have dried absolutely perfect. There is no, you know, it's an even finish. Of course, me being an expert sprayer's got a lot to do with this. Sorry, folks. But if you can't blow your own trumpet. Right, okay. So, you know, I mean, you know, look at that from there. I really am impressed with this. I think it's brilliant. Like I said, it's got to go on the bike. It's got to be sat on. We've got to see what happens. I was going to wait till tomorrow and put it back on the bike, but that seems a bit crazy, doesn't it? I'm going to leave these here overnight now so they're well dried off. And then the next time that I go out on the bike, obviously, you're going to see it. So that's it for this video. I'm not going to do any more. So far, I give this product 10 out of 10. I really would. I think it's fantastic. The finish is fantastic. It's gone beyond what I expected. I was shocked when I saw the tutorial videos on it, but now I've done it and I've seen what it can do, the capabilities and how it gives you this finish. Yeah, I am really pleased. Let's just hope that it stands up, you know, the test of time. Okay, for me, I'm happy. The brown's gone. Out with the brown, in with the black. It looks fantastic. I'm happy. If this video can help anybody, you know, regardless of what you want to do with your seat, you might just have a seat that looks a bit tatty. You know, this stuff, I think it's great. I really do. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm going to go. I've got a lot of work to do. I'll catch you in the next video. Like I said, please, if you like what I do, subscribe, yeah, hit that subscription button, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. Let's make this channel boof. Thank you so much. See you soon. Take care. Bye for now.